meet with him in Chicago. I was wildly impressed with the things that he was saying. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to turn it over.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you more than you know. Let me tell you why dismantling structural racism is such an important conversation. I'm a Brooklyn boy, meaning I'm from the most populated of all 5 boroughs. I'm very proud of that. If you ask me where I'm from, I probably wouldn't even say New York. I'd say I'm from Brooklyn. That part, the old Brooklyn, not the new one, right? So the most populated borough, and I've done some incredible work supported by leadership and community stakeholders on the ground there that I think is worthy of media and international recognition, but it never happened, it never came. I said I could go to Brooklyn, I could start, the organization there, but there's this housing development. The largest housing development in North America, and arguably the world, is Queensbridge houses. So I set my camp up in the biggest projects in the world and said, if we do some work here, they're gonna have to pay attention. Somebody's gonna have to notice and say, okay, what is happening? How is this being operationalized? Let's look at this human justice thing. And so when we got there, I remember the bet on my head was this guy from Brooklyn, and they didn't say it nicely. They said, this guy from Brooklyn, paraphrasing, he's not gonna be alive in 3 weeks. Some people gave me a month, but most people said 3 weeks was, they ain't getting that far. Ain't nobody from over there. And those who don't know, so Brooklyn is a country. Queens is a country. Queensbridge is like a sovereign nation. It's very, you think, oh, Brooklyn, Queens, same thing. People tell me, yeah, I love New York. You from the Bronx? No, that's Canada. Bronx is Canada. If you're from Brooklyn, we don't go there? All right. So just understand, this country was going into another country to do some peaceful work, but it was like, you can't, nah, buddy. So I was super UFO. I was out of place, but I went there the way that we do the work. I went there the way that we do the work in the West Coast, in Chicago, with respect. And so when we stopped shootings for almost 2 years, not a shot fired in the largest housing development in the world. You can clap, because that's some, unless you did it too. If you did it too, I'll let y'all come up here. Oh, okay. But respectfully, I didn't do it. The community did it. The community allowed us to present and put a platform in place. They said, listen, and we said, yes, ma'am. They said, listen, and we said, yes, sir. So we went there to do landscaping, need assessment. Tell us what, you know what they said? They said, K-Bain, nobody asks us these questions. They bring us a basketball tournament, a barbecue, they take some pictures. But before I had an office, before I had a job, before I had a title, before I had a salary at all, I was in the community for 6 weeks at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then 1 o'clock in the morning. Now this guy's crazy. No, but that's how you get to see and understand the heartbeat of a neighborhood, of a community, by being consistent, because we've been lied to for so long. It's what Dr. Joy calls an appropriate adaptation for the community to not trust you. It's intelligent. So I went there at those hours, off hours, consistently. I built a rapport with the community. Then they decided what a community safe zone was. So here you think this is where you can hustle. No, there's a daycare here. There's no shooting here. There's no gambling here. There's no selling of any drugs. The community said that. All that to say, when we accomplish these things together with the community, the world took notice.